Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much. Today we're going to be doing this will be uploaded on Thanksgiving. I'll have a separate Thanksgiving actual shave, but today we're going to be doing HAGS Soberano De Barberias, or ruler of barbershops. Let's do this. Alright, so let me just read the scent notes here while you guys stare at the pour. HAGS introduces their new barbershop. HAGS has created their own fragrance blend for Soberano de Barberias, which translates to ruler of barbershops. It's an homage to Issey Pour Homme. Sorry, I have trouble pronouncing that because it's French and I'm American. Issey Pour Homme by Issey Miyake, launched in 1994. Here is Issey Pour Homme. This is the box, comes in. And here's the actual bottle for it. Pretty cool bottle. It smells amazing, that yuzu. All right, and take a look at the back of this. It's got a scent meter, and the scent meter, by the way, is also for when you're lathered up on the face, not actually just off the tub. But you guys can take a look at the scent notes here while I finish reading the description of it. This is a woody aquatic fragrance for men with top notes of yuzu, lemon, bergamot, lemon verbena, mandarin orange, cypress, cologne, coriander, tarragon, and sage. Middle notes of blue lotus, nutmeg, lily of the valley, saffron, bourbon, geranium, Ceylon, cinnamon, mignonette, I believe is how you say that. Base notes of Tahitian vetiver, musk, cedar, sandalwood, tobacco, and amber. Made using the HAGS tallow base, mutton tallow is a form of rendered fat from a sheep. This source of tallow is not as common as beef tallow. Mutton tallow is rich in vitamin E, an intense moisturizer that assists in retaining the skin's natural moisture. It replenishes the building blocks of our skin that decrease with age. So in talking with Demetrius, I believe that's how you say his name, the creator of HAGS, and we'll go over who he is and when it all started, has said that for the Guinness base, like the HAGS Resurrection, you want to kind of let it air out a little bit before you actually go to smell off the tub, because I don't know if it's the beer or whatever ingredients are used, you just kind of have to let it air out a little bit before you actually go to smell. I mean, it's not a big deal to smell off the tub. I just like smelling off the tub because soap's kind of one-dimensional, but when lathered up, it can kind of flourish and take form, or when aired out a little bit, it can kind of, you can smell a lot of the other notes. So we're going to be mixing that up in the Phoenix Shaving Dreamscape Scuttle. You guys have seen this. We're going to be using that much. Again, not too much. And I do have the matching splash we'll be using for a splash. And for a balm, I'm going to be using just something simple, the unscented Dr. Carver's post-shave balm, because I just want to kill this bottle. There's like that much left, and it is unscented, so we'll be using that for a balm. You can no longer get this. This was the old formula from Dollar Shave Club. And then for the soap scoop, we used the Smiles for Miles scooper. He's got these on his Etsy store. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. Very cool, works great, and I love this thing. For the razor, we're going to be going with the Rockwell, my personal favorite, the Rockwell 6C, with a third use Perma-Sharp blade. Third and final use for me. All right, so let's talk a little bit and then we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, for the brush too. I've got it. It's a synthetic, so it doesn't really need it, but I've got it soaking here. And this is the Razor Company brush. 84 Tiger. Beautiful colors. I'll show it in greater detail later. But let's get the sink ready here and get everything ready. Get the bowl all watered up and get going. So, Soberano de Barberias. It translates to ruler of barbershops. It's definitely got a barbershop kind of feel to it. But it's definitely, I wouldn't classify it as a barbershop. I do have the actual HAGS original barbershop right here. Little sample. Here's what that looks like. Yeah, and see, this is more of a traditional barbershop. This is very, very powdery, but it's not powdery in the sense of, where is it here? Here is the Sterling barbershop. This is really powdery. I love this Sterling barbershop. Ah, oh, smells so good. But this is, again, to me, not really a barbershop. It is obviously a barbershop, but it's not the traditional barbershop that I would say is truly a barbershop. To compare, I've got a couple here. I did a video on this. This was my episode 2 video, E&S Resage Traditional Barber. And this, out of all of these that I'm about to show, probably has the closest smell to an actual barbershop smell. Oh yeah, that smells amazing. Here's what this looks like. And then you got, just to go here quickly, you've got a bunch of different types of barbershops. I want to go through and just show you a couple different types of barbershops here, just so you've got a good grasp on where we're coming from. So this barbershop, I'll just, before I show a lot of the samples, let me actually show you the full tubs that I've got. So this is PAA's Phoenix Shaving, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Good Vibrations. This is basically a boardwalk barbershop. This was as if you were on the Jersey Shore or California shore and near the bay, whatever. And oh yeah, you stepped onto, you went in and got a haircut at a barbershop right on the water. That's what this kind of smells like. Still a little powdery, but that's definitely more aquatic smelling. Then you've got the Phoenix Shaving CAD, which a lot of people like. This is a more of an old school traditional style barbershop. Here's what that looks like. Haven't used this yet, but that smells so good. Oh yeah, that's definitely a barbershop, but still kind of powdery, still kind of, still not quite a barbershop in my opinion. Then you've got the WSP, Wet Shaving Products Barbershop Formula T. This is in the Formula T base, which is their tallow base. Yeah, that definitely smells a little bit closer to a barbershop, but still not quite there in my opinion. Then you've got this. This is the Murphy & McNeil Bull and Bell series, kind of like, not really their budget line, but this was a company that I guess was going out of business and they bought or something like that and took over. And now they put out their formula, I believe, under the Murphy & McNeil brand. And this is a weird barbershop. That is so weird. I would say this is more of like a dirty barbershop. Definitely different in color. Here's the ingredients on that one. And it does say barbershop, see? Barbershop. So yeah, so that one smells totally different than all the other ones. And then you've got these as well. This is the Murphy & McNeil Barbershop de los Muertos. And the Barbershop de los Muertos 1, which is this one, smells not really like a barbershop, Barbershop de los Muertos 3 smells nothing like a barbershop, in my opinion. But Barbershop de los Muertos 2 smells almost exactly like a barbershop should smell like. Oh yeah, that smells good too. I don't know if you could see down in there, but that's what that looks like. Kind of white like the rest of them. And then I have one here that, well, I have 3 here. Well, before I show you that, let me show you this. One of my favorites, Barrister and Man Reserve Cool. And this is actually in the, yep, in the omnibus base. I love this. This smells amazing. Oh yeah, this hits it right on the head. This is really close to what a barbershop should really smell like, getting a lot closer. And this does have menthol in it too. It gives you a nice cool chill feeling. And then you've got Tophers. This was sent to me by Carlos, aka Shavon Gents, aka The Legend, aka the Legendary Enabler. And this Tophers actually smells very, very close to what a barbershop should smell like. Oh yeah, smells really good. A little bit fruity, more so than all of the other ones. And then you've got the Zingari Man Barbershop, which is, I believe, actually I think this is Noble Otter. This is a sample that Nikki Shave sent me. This is, I believe, Noble Otter. Or Zingari Man the Wanderer, one or the other. I think this might actually be the Noble Otter. Barbar. So I bring all that up to bring up this, in that barbershop can smell, it's got a whole bunch of different smells, it's got a whole bunch of different types of barbershop. And as you can see, everyone has their own little twist on what a barbershop should smell like. But this Soberano de Barberias is definitely its own type of barbershop. I wouldn't even classify it as a barbershop, but they do. They classify it as a barbershop. But to me, it smells a lot more cologne than a barbershop. I mean, they really hit the nail on the head. HAGS Demetrius hit the nail on the head because it smells exactly like this. Good to see Pour Homme. So HAGS got started. Well, let's now go ahead and put the water in, lather up, and get shaven. And I'll give you a couple notes on who HAGS is, how they got started, and I'll let you know how Soberano de Barberias is. So you guys already know. Sorry, I'm going to try not to get the mic wet or bump it, but we're going to be using the Cremo Face Scrub as just an exfoliating cleanser. And I was talking to somebody and they said, you know, that's a pre-shave, right? And by the way, when I say that's not a pre-shave, I mean, it's not going to aid in the slickness of the soap. So we're not using any pre-shave with this, just so I can tell you guys how it works without any sort of aided slickness with the pre-shave. That way you get a better understanding of how the soap truly performs by itself. So just gonna wash up with the Cremo Face Scrub and then get lathering. And I finally got a, check this out, Lancaster Razorworks towel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Black Sheep towel in red for the Katie's Bubbles 10th anniversary. You can see the Katie's Bubbles logo there on the removable hanging hook for the Lancaster Razorworks Black Sheep towel. And I haven't used it yet because the instructions say to actually clean it before first use, so clean it before first use, that's what I'm going to do. If the instructions say to do it, I will do it. Okay, let's go. So HAGS, what does that mean, HAGS? HAGS stands for Have a Great Shave. It was created in 2020 by Demetrius out of Athens, Greece. And from what I understand, Demetrius self-taught himself how to make soap. He didn't start off as a soap maker, obviously, but he wasn't trained and learned it from watching tutorials in YouTube videos and asked around the community for help from people, from artisans who were already doing it before him, and started to give some soaps to his friends, and they would tell him, you know, what's wrong with it? Is it any good? Tell me what's wrong. And continued to work on it from 2020 on, and really has started to make a name for themselves, by having some of the best artwork in the game. I mean, I'll put some artwork samples here so you guys can see what their artwork looks like. They really do have some of the coolest artwork in the game. So it started off by sold a few of his soaps online. And then, like I said, was giving them to some of his friends. And then he first came out with a vegan formula, but couldn't actually call it vegan because I guess it had silk in it. And if you have silk in it, I guess you technically can't call it vegan. I don't know who says you can't, but I guess that's for the standard to be able to call it vegan. You know, that's what it is. It can't have any silk in it. I guess it can't have any animal products, if you will, in it. So after some toiling, he removed the silk and the vegan formula was born, and then he started experimenting with donkey tallow, mutton or sheep tallow. And it's really made a staple a name for himself in the community. And a lot of people know who HAGS now is. And the Guinness base, in my opinion, is one of the best bases out there that's made with actual beer. And that base in particular is awesome. The mutton tallow base here is good too. There's nothing wrong with it. It lathers well, and it takes a little bit more work to get it to lather, but that scent is so good. But once you got it lathered, once you got it dialed in, it's nice and slick, good hydration, good post-shave feel too. Okay, we're almost ready here. It's getting there. Just got to keep mixing. Like I said, it takes a little bit longer for the mutton tallow to really lather up. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow here in the States. Those of you that are celebrating, I wish you all happy shaves and happy Thanksgiving. Hope you've all been having great shaves. Oh yeah, this is really coming up now. Nice and creamy. Velvety soft. Almost ready. Like I said, I like to mix a little bit longer. I like to make sure that it's got good hydration and consistency before I go, because sometimes what'll happen is I'll apply, get halfway through shaving one pass, and then it'll start to dry up because you didn't mix it long enough and you didn't have enough water, you know. All right, so this looks like it's good to go. Just gonna wet the face one last time. We'll do the CDB method and use the Thayers. Probably got it all over my glasses, but that's all right. All right, let's go. Guys doing anything exciting for Thanksgiving? Anybody hosting? Going somewhere? Great consistency in the soap. All right, pass number 1. Here we go. We're gonna go with the grain. I might just do 2 passes today. We'll see, because I'm only working on about a little bit more than 24 hours growth. So we'll go with the grain and then maybe against the grain. And like I said, we are on plate 5 with a PermaSharp 3rd use. So who's having turkey for Thanksgiving? I know some people like having chicken or duck or turducken, which is chicken and turkey and duck all in one. By the way, Brandon shaves. If you guys haven't seen him, seen his channel, I love his channel. He always does this thing when he goes to a cut. He basically comes over here and puts the blade against the skin and then curves to find the right angle of the head geometry so that it cuts right into the hair very, very easily. It's a great way to figure out where the blade is. I will leave a link to his channel in the description below. And I really like this plate number 5. It's awesome. I was using plate 4 for the longest time, but it's getting a little dry. Talking too much. Definitely slick. Definitely very slick. feel like I missed that part, so I wanted to relather and go over it again. All right, first pass is done. Let's do the second pass, and then, well, let's rinse off real quick, and then the residual slickness on this, pretty much non-existent. I mean, it's really, really dry. And I do have enough water in the thing. But again, I don't really care about residual slickness. I will literally just go and lather some more. So it's not a big deal to me. See, when you add a lot of water, then there's crazy residual slickness. But again, I really don't care about residual slickness. Some dudes do. But I don't care because I'm just going to lather up again, you know? Whoop, I got soap on my glasses. So we got a bunch of cool stuff coming out. HAGS is actually coming out with their Christmas special, which is called Grinched. It looks really good, and it's based on Kilian's Angel's Share cologne, fragrance, frag. If you go back and watch my other video, my last video before this one, I give the definition of what scent and frag is, just so people are aware how I interchangeably use them, but primarily use fragrance for EDTs, colognes, EDPs, extracts, and scent for soaps and splashes and things, but it doesn't really matter. You can use them interchangeably. It's not a big deal. So just mixing up here for pass number 2. Just going to add a little bit of water. Didn't really need to add water. Take a look. So didn't really need to add water, but I want to just to increase the slickness a little bit. And like I said, you will have to work a little bit more with the mutton tallow. It's not as forgiving, but it's still great. Yeah, I've tried several of the HAGS bases now. The vegan formula, the mutton tallow, the beef tallow, I think. I'm not sure if they do beef tallow. I know there's 2 different types of tallow ones, but and then the Guinness. And for me, I really like that Guinness base. You can see how well it builds up a lather here. Can definitely take the water. All right, pass number 2. Let's just go across the grain. We'll do 3 passes. The hell with it. Heck with it. Yeah, I really love this Rockwell. Something about it is just great. Glides. Nicky Shaves on Instagram. I'll leave another link for his profile. Like I said, he let me borrow the Overlander. I'm going to be shooting my review on that tomorrow. Actually, sorry, Friday or Saturday. Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving here in the States, like I said. I missed this whole area right here. All right, pass number 2 is down. Rinse off real quick, come back for pass number 3. And I'll leave a link to a interview that Demetrius did. I forget who it was with off the top of my head, but I'll leave a link in the description for an interview he did. You can listen to the interview where he pretty much goes over the entire backstory of HAGS and what he's got coming in the future. I think it's an older video, but I'll leave a couple links to a couple videos. But he's got a lot of stuff coming. He's got new beard balm and beard products, or balm products, sorry, coming with the Grinched, and those are going to be, I think those are new. I don't think HAGS has any balm, so that'll be interesting. Definitely have to check that out. I like balms a lot. No more water added, so we're just using the water that was in the brush. Doing pretty good here. It's going to add a little bit of water. And according to this scent profile, yeah, see the scent strength on this is rated 2 back from the high. And I would have to say this is more like a 7 out of 10 in terms of scent strength. I really like my soaps to be a 10 out of 10, to be honest. I mean, I buy fragrance and scented soaps because I want to smell it, and I don't want to have to fight to smell it. I really want to smell it like insanely powerful, beast mode. Third and final pass. Let's do it against the green. All right, and I don't like soaps where I have to kind of rush through. I like to take my time. I don't want to feel rushed. Obviously, sometimes we have to, but with anything, any soap, I just want to be able to take my time, not have to rush because it's going to dry out. And this one can definitely take a lot of water too. Hang on, guys, I want to show you somebody. Let me just add some water to this real quick. Want you all to say, now I know DK Damn 5 Shaves has a pup as well. Lemmy Winks, really cute. I want you guys to say hello to Rufus. Hi Rufus, say hello. Come over here, come stand here at the edge of the rug. They can't see you. Oh, here, let me take Rufus because they can't see him. Come here, Rufus. This is Rufus. Hi, Rufus. Isn't he cute? He's an Italian gray Wawa. A mix of a Chihuahua and a Greyhound.
Italian gray.
Okay, you can go because you're scared.
All right, say goodbye.
Say bye-bye to everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So we got him a little over a year ago. And as far as I know, he came from a bad home. We don't know if he was abused or yelled at or what, but he came from Mississippi, and we when we got him, he didn't have a lot of hair. He was kind of patchy, so we think he was kind of abused slightly. But he's a great dog. Animals can make our lives better. I truly believe that. He needs a little bit more training though, because sometimes he's a little rambunctious around new people. Oh yeah, super slick. All right, let me finish up this. I don't even know why I was relathering. I was already halfway done with the third pass. Let me just do this third pass real quick. Not sure if you can hear that feedback. It's pretty loud on my end. Always got to be careful on that bottom of the neck because my hair grows south to north. Let me know what your Thanksgiving shave's going to be, if you're doing one. All right, third pass is all set. Let's do one final rinse off, see if we need any pickups, which I don't think we will. Let me just check real quick. Maybe right here at the very bottom. Yep, just at the very bottom. All right. All right, so we're just gonna let that ALUM dry on my face a little bit, and then we'll rinse it off and put on the balm, and then the splash. The Soberano De Barberias splash. It's good, but I think you do need a balm beforehand. A lot of these things you don't really need two products, but some of them, they tend to dry out your skin a little bit. This has, yeah, it's a witch hazel based aftershave. Perfect post-shave skin food. Oh, I hate that word. Or that slang term, skin food. As if your skin has food or eats. All right. So like I said, today's balm is going to be Dr. Carver's Post-Shave Dew. This is the original formula, the 2018 formula. You can't get this anymore. Dollar Shave Club that does put this out, they do have a similar version, but it's twice as expensive. You get half the amount and it's not as good. The formula has been like watered down or something. It's horrible. No offense, Dollar Shave Club, but it is. So we'll use a little bit of this. You don't need much. Literally about that much. Post-shave soap, or the post-shave feel of the soap, once my face kind of dried here, it's not that hydrating, so you definitely need an aftershave product. And this is a very, very quick, disappearing, easy to rub in balm. Unscented, so it'll go very, very well with the Issey Miyake, since there won't be conflicting scent. Although this is to all artisans too. It would be really nice if an artisan came out with a scent or fragrance, a new release that they had splash, soap, balm, body lotion or hand lotion, and EDP or extrait. Preferably parfum so that it lasts the longest and we don't have to continuously spray 55 times throughout the day. All right, so this has been rubbed in. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to chase BBS. There's a little bit of stubble here and here, but it's fine. 24 hours, I don't need to chase BBS. So let's go ahead and shake this up and then apply the splash, and then we're done. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys are doing for your Thanksgiving. Hope all of you are well. Hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, thanks for stopping by and watching. One more time, here is the bottle. Here's the instructions. Here is the ingredients. If you want to pause it. you can. All right. Now with this, it is like kind of a milky substance. I don't know if you can see that. I like to put a good amount. And you really, really get the lemon in this one. And since it is a witch hazel based splash, there really is almost no burn. You guys know I like the burn, but it's fine. Very hydrating, very nice. And let me rinse the hands real quick. And so HAGS Soberano, I think it's Soberano. It might be Soberano, but I think it's Soberano. It's so bad, I should have looked it up before the video. Oh, got a little nick here. Might have to get out the styptic pen. 1 second. If you guys haven't seen this too, this is a styptic pen. It's just a little, basically like a little pen of, I don't know what it is actually. I don't know if it's ALUM, or some other thing. I'll put what it is in the description where you can get them. They're really cheap. But yeah, these things are awesome. You get a nick in the ALUM block, doesn't take care of it. You just put some cold water on this, put it right over the cut, and it will seal it up immediately. No questions asked. All right, so we'll leave that in there to dry. Yeah, and the one thing about styptic pens is, I don't know if you can see this, but they leave behind a little white residue. It's all right, we'll put a little bit of this back on. Smells really good, guys. The aftershave splash smells so good. It really does. That top note of bergamot and lemon and yuzu. Nice and fruity and slightly floral, but very citrusy. Soberano de Barberias. This is awesome. I love this. It smells so good. The soap is very, very hydrating. It does take a little bit more work to get a good lather. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest on my channel. It's not as good as the Guinness base, simply in the fact that you do have to do a lot more work to get the same type of lather that you do much, much easier with the Guinness base. I'm not sure if it's the mutton tallow or what that prevents it from being as easy to lather, but put in the work, just load a little bit more, just add a little bit more water, and the mutton tallow really does shine. It's very, very slick once you add enough water, and it does work great once you've got a proper consistency. As for the splash, I really love the splash. Although it does have hyaluronic acid in it, it's still pretty good, and it does moisturize the skin very well. Like right now, we're about 5-10 minutes after I put it on. Nice and smooth. Not as smooth as, say, the Woodies that I love to use, because the Woodies, I believe, has calendula in it. Oh, and I wanted to say this too. The Barrister and Man Barbershop, the Reserve Cool. I mean, I don't even know if this is technically a barbershop, but to me it is. To me it does smell like a barbershop. But their splash and the Strike Gold Shave Tippecanoe splash both have calendula in it. And sorry, I'm just reading here to see if they do have calendula in it. Okay, so it looks like the Barrister and Man doesn't have calendula, but it does have chamomile. Yeah, and the Strike Gold Shave has chamomile as well. And the Woodies, yeah, see? The Woodies has chamomile as well. So it's either the calendula or the chamomile that really makes the skin so, guys, I'm not even kidding. This Woody stuff is amazing. Once you put this on with either the Woody's Aftershave Comfort, the menthol balm, or their non-menthol aftershave balm, which is the Shave Relief Balm. It smells kind of like medicine, but still good. And then you put this on, I'm telling you, your skin will never feel as soft as using those 3 products in combination. So this is kind of like a good after splash, after balm, whatever you want to call it, because it is kind of thick. So it is a little bit thick, but it's got that ingredient in it. I think that ingredient is either chamomile or calendula, but it makes the skin so soft, and these two both have it. And these two also make the skin so, so soft. The Barrister and Man a little bit more so than the Strike Gold, but man, that Tippecanoe is fire. That Barrister and Man Reserve Cool is fire. And Soberano De Barberias by HAGS is also fire. Is it the ruler of barbershops as it claims? In my honest opinion, nah, I don't think so. But I still think it's a really, really good addition to the barbershop soap world. And I would definitely highly recommend picking this up. It is great. And that smell. You guys know. You guys know. I think I was watching Thomas the Shaver. He's like, I don't smell my tubs. You guys are weird for smelling. He didn't say that, but I think he's implying that you're kind of weird for smelling your tubs. I love smelling my tubs. It's kind of like aromatherapy, if you think about it. Kind of evokes memories or emotions and scents that we have had or experienced in the past can kind of evoke emotions and memories and bring you to a certain place that you haven't been in a long time simply by smelling something. And yes, as Doug from PAA likes to say, soap is very one-dimensional in terms of smell. That's why he likes colognes, aftershaves, and especially EDTs, EDPs, extracts, because you can really get all of the notes, you know, top, middle, bottom. You can really smell all the notes on a perfume, essentially, a true fragrance aftershave. So now that we are done, let's go ahead and frag out. Lotus, Pour Homme, Issey Miyake. Again, this is the frag that Soberano De Barberias is based on. And this smells amazing as well, so we'll hit it with a couple sprays. Spray the top of the hands and the wrist. And that's it. Thank you all so much again for joining me on another shave. Hope you all are having great shaves. And again, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so everybody have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Please don't drink and drive. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care. And don't forget, shave away.